Hi everyone, on this video I will show you how to create an application that help you write letters. To do this application we need one UI editor system, one node-RED system and a token from OpenAI. Let's create our token first of all. Go to platform OpenAI, go to view API keys and we need to create one more. Create secret, copy it to save and close this. And now I want to save my token. I can open this token one more time, I just need to save it and I want to save it in global. I paste my token there and press done, deploy and run this. After that you can find your token on context data, update global and you see your token there. After that we need to create 3 flows on node-RED. One flow to create, to send your email and get an answer for this email, one to change this email with you if you need to do some actions with it, and one to write email according to your prompt. We need 3 function node, 3 node HTTP in, also 3 request and 3 response. Let's change to post, name it, that will be send mail, also change to post, change mail, and one to write mail, also change to post. Connect all these 2 function nodes. And let's write body for the first function. This endpoint will receive your mail that you have, and after that it's analyze your mail and write an answer according to your prompt. For example, you have some letter on your post that from some company that ask you to make some actions with your subscription, cancel or continue the subscription. You can write to the bot that please cancel my subscription, and bot write you a letter that you can send. Let's try to write this body. First of all, we need to get our token. On MSG token, we save our token from global. Also, we need MSG URL. That's endpoint from OpenAI. I need this endpoint. I need also to set up my headers. All this information I have to write this on, but I have no API key. I have this MSG token. All this information have to set up a payload for OpenAI. You can find there on API reference, and my is chat. That's my endpoint that I use. That's my header that I need. That's a response format and what I can send on request body. Go back and there on MSG payload, this is our request body. We need to set up first of all which model we need to use. My model will be ChatGPT Turbo 3.5. I also can set up some temperature and can set up messages. That's my temperature, and I have saved type of message This will be my message. I set up two roles. One role that's system, one user. System that's we set up our bot have to answer. What is the role of this bot? What is assistant is this? And I write that this is a smart assistant that answer for letters. Please write a reply for the user according to request. And there we have request our. On the user role, that's our prompt, how we need to answer to this email. We send on the content our email that we get for, and on the request, we send the prompt, what we need to do with this email. And that's all for this function node. Connect to request, change type to post, and we want to return parse JSON object, press deploy, and connect to HTTP request. And let's go to the next function to change mail. There we have the same headers and token. And on the payload, our payload will be changed. We will receive 3 parts of type from our front part, and we need to write different payload for these 3 types. We will receive shorter. We can make our mail shorter, we can elaborate it or make it more formalized. And that's why we need to write some if. If we receive type shorter, and that's all our if. That's one for type elaborate, and one more for type formalize. And if I receive type elaborate, I said that my payload is the same model that we used in the previous endpoint, same temperature. On the message, I write another content role. Your smart assistant who change mail to more elaborate without changing context. This role will receive just your mail and make it more elaborate, but save all context that it have. And the user, what you sent, that's just mail. We don't need to send anything else. Let's write some for formalize. Also, your assistant who change mail to be more formalized without changing contents. And go to shorter. And also there is the same, but change mail to be shorter. We press deploy, connect all of these functions, change method to post and JSON object. And that's all for our endpoints. We can also add one more to have our custom CSS. To change something, we need to use template node, HTTP in also. It will be like CSS and also need a response. I have a style, and there I just need to change for CSS. And that's all for backend system. Let's go to our UI part. We need some widgets. First of all, we need container widget. I want to add class style grid wrap. I have this class on my template. There, I have class grid wrap. Press deploy. I want to add some title for this application and want to add some image. I put my image code, and there I want to write some title, help me write, but I want to write it with different colors. It will look like this, and also need to use tab widget. One answer to email and one create mail. Yes, that's okay, and need to change default tab. That's all. Let's use text widget. Need to write some input where user can put a mail. Don't need to use label. And the next is text widget. And need to add button to send some request. And we can add also icon, for example this one. We want to use this color for button, make it softer and some shadow. And also I need to add some class style. After that we need to get some text input where we can show our email that return from OpenAI. And need to add for button. That's button to copy our email that we receive from OpenAI. And on click we will copy text that will be shown on this widget. We need to go there, Select copy to clipboard. We will copy text for text. That's our text for widget. Make it like this button, and want to add some icon. When we press on this button, we ask to make more formalized answer. Also add some image. And also we need to add one more text widget to show email after the 3 actions. And now we need to create our APIs and add actions on a button. Our first API will be send mail. There we need to add our path to not read. And pass to endpoint. Change to post and write some body. In mail, we will send text from our email input, and also we need to send prompt. Our email, that's input 1, and there it's input 2. Maybe I can change name. That's prompt input, and that's mail. Mail we need to send after string T5. And our prompt. Let's write next endpoint to change email. On our body, we will write type from the store and need to change for request text this widget text 4 and change it name there. On this body, and let's go to our button. This button will run send email. When we click on this button, we need to do two actions. First is it's store value. And after that we need to run our API change mail. Same there, but another type. And there on request text we will show send mail data, and as I remember pass, we need to go after these two choices. As I remember, this is a pass to our answer from OpenAI. We will change it when we receive some errors, if we receive some errors. And the same there, but that's answer from change mail data. And now we can start to test this. Just need to add some scroll for content. And let's add some alert that our copy is success. This is our. And we deploy our application, and we need to make it public, and I want to enter my CSS path. That's my node-RED, and my endpoint for CSS is this, and that's all. Let's try. And yes, I see my application. I didn't add any classes for this button. Let's go to do this. And now it's okay. And I have some mail. I put it there and ask to write. And try to send mail. I write that I want to continue all subscriptions. That must be a response for this mail. And I see that dear UBOS team, thank for your notification. I would like to continue all my subscriptions. I got my answer, but I want to elaborate it. Some problems with name, it's interesting. Try to make it shorter. I think I don't change this endpoint. And also I forgot to change my endpoint. To change mail. I can deploy it and try one more time. And we got our answer. And let's elaborate it. Make it shorter. And try to formalize. And it copied. Let's see. Yes, that's my new email. This part working. Now we need to add one to create email. Let's go to our workspace and create some widgets to create mail. And we need to add button that will send body to write a mail. There we will show the result. And also we need to add all these buttons and text to show. We need one endpoint to write mail. Don't forget to change the name. And that was write mail. Okay, let's go to the next tab. Write mail. On click we will run a query write mail. And we need to set up our body. We need to change to post, and on the body we need to just write a prompt. That's text from input 1. That's our input 1. Where we tell what we need to write on our email. There we need to add some styles. And we need one more API to change, where we will change another text. That also will be post. But not request text. We will change text 7. And now we need to go to our mid-right one more time, and there on write mail we didn't set up the body. On this body we also need the same headers. This payload, but we need to change the request, the role text. We need to set up our bot, our API AI model as assistant that write a mail. And there we need to send just request. We don't need this and this part. That's all. And the everything okay. Yes, press deploy. But after testing it, we need to also add what will show our text inputs. Data choices. Before testing, we also need to add what will show our data, our text inputs. The input I copy and I have changed mail, but I need another one API. For example, this one, and the change to write mail. This we changed, and this and let's try write a mail to UBOS company. Need a call with a developer, my username, and I have a response. That's correct. That's a mail according to my prompt. Let's try to make it shorter. Try to elaborate. Copy also working and make it more formalized. And we get more formalized version. Let's try to copy. That's okay, that's mail copied. And we see it's not too difficult to create your own help to write template like this and use it. Enjoy, see you in the next videos.